there everyone, we are doing some more Pokemon Unite Charjabug Scuffle. I've been practicing the mode a little bit just to experiment, see how much I really do like it or not. It's still not my favorite personally, but I feel like I've been doing better with it at least. So that's sort of where my thoughts are. The main thing I found is that like there's really two ways to play the mode, it feels like. Either really high damage, so I'm going Dragapult, which would be an example of high damage, beat the enemy super fast, or very defensive to where like the Goodra here you just won't die. I don't really see much of an in-between in this particular mode. I'm going to get X speed away. Another key thing is also just being able to run as fast as you can. Oop, okay, that's two guys there. I did not know the Dragapult was there. So yeah, that's sort of like how I have seen this. Is either you can go really high damage or hold the center. And I would say a combination of both is pretty good too. Like, you know, we have me as the high damage dealer, and then you have Goodra and Scizor as a lot more like sustain and stuff like that. Also another, I would say, like somewhat obvious thing is you want like decent mobility so then you can outmaneuver the opponents when they try and jump on you. So there is a lot more strategy to the game than, you know, I initially thought. Obviously the last time I did a video and gave my thoughts on this was the first hour of the mode coming out. But it does feel like there has been a little bit more of like a shift in terms of like strategies and stuff like that, and I see the mode a little better right now. So it does make it better. It's still not my favorite yet, but I'll do a couple more games and just like show off a couple of the other things that maybe I found and stuff like that. So round 2, I'm going to show off the other strategy, a more defensive strategy here. With Clefable. So the reason why Clefable specifically can be good in this mode is if your team is as bulky as a Scizor, Metagross, you know, and stuff like that. Clefable can be a really good pick because you just make those things not die and you just hold center the whole time. This is sort of just a different way to do sort of the strategy. Just instead of being super high damage and beating the enemies, you know, and being able to run around the thing. This one is a lot more control heavy. At least that's how I like to think of it. But you see, they really aren't going to be able to get this thing here. This is probably a less fun strategy. But I would say maybe more consistent in winning unless the other team is doing it as well. You know, but if you aren't really facing a team who is doing it, or at least doing it right, you know, then it becomes a little harder if they do it to you. That's why sometimes you need high damage, you know. High damage characters could help melt through this. Now, like I said, this one's maybe particularly brutal because Metagross, Scizor are two things that really don't die easily either. Same with a lot of other defenders, you know, and they actually deal damage, Scizor and Metagross. So yeah, you could sort of see the other strategy. It's I would say a little less fun to play, but you know, hey, it will help win. You know, like I said though, it's definitely less fun to play and less fun to play against. But you know, it works. So like I said, that's sort of the other way that I found to play it. Outside of picking, you know, instead of playing Clefable, playing, you know, or any other healer, Clefable is just one of the better ones at doing it. But if you were to do Eldegoss, it would work fine. Because group healing. Blissey may be a little harder, same with Alcremie, because their healing is a lot more, like, focused on one person, you know. So I think maybe, like, Clefable, Eldegoss would be better healers for the strategies, but, you know, it's good to pick most of the time. Just it's really, really good with defenders and all-rounders. You know, like this game. For our round 3 for the video, I'm getting Trevenant. I'm going to show off the other part that I didn't show off with the Fable one, which is the more bulky side. Instead of a healer, I'm going to be a lot bulkier. And look to stun things up and sort of hold the point. Yeah, we'll push back. Just hold this right here. Push the back. You see, they really can't walk up, so you don't need like a healer, really. You know, the healer's not going to hurt. It's just going to make you live longer theoretically. But like I said, most defenders or all-rounders already have ways to stay alive for quite a while, so doesn't change too much. Ooh, okay, I grab it. I do have lead right now, so as long as I don't die, it's not that bad. I can go, just run away. Just hold. Health back. Grab some extra points here. This is also what I mean by, like, mobility is key. Like, you really don't fully need to stay on the thing. Like, if you can outrun the opponent, because Charjabug also gives that movement speed, too. Ooh, nice. Good shot. I didn't actually expect that to beat me. But Charjabug does give a lot of movement speed, too. So if you can just outrun your opponent, then pretty good on that part, too. And then Mega Lucario. Go for the defeat on this guy. Nice. Got it. Just need one of us to claim it at least. Oh, perfect. Got the other one, too. Pull it back. But yeah, no, this is sort of like the idea of the mode, I would say. It's just, it's not really the greatest mode, I think. I think stuff like Electrode Volleyball were a lot more intuitive and fun, and there's a lot more dynamics you could do here. Like I said, outside of really those strategies, like I haven't really seen anything like else. You know, so like super mobile attackers or high damage characters. You have the bulky, like, defender, you know, or all-rounder that can just self-sustain and heal itself permanently. And then you have your healing supports, your group healing, you know, stuff like Eldegoss and Clefable specifically, I think, are the best here. I can't think of another group healing support. I think all the others are solo heals, but there might be one more. But that's just what I found, you know. I've been playing the mode consistently, like, at least 10 matches a day, maybe more, you know, for the past, like, 5 days to a week, you know. And like I said, that's just all I've found. I don't know how many more videos I really want to do on the mode, particularly. You know, if you guys want to see more, I could do more, I guess. But it's already a little hard to find these matches. There's not many people doing it, but I did want to do it. A video like this, just talking about my thoughts once again on the mode. And just sort of updating you guys on what I think of it. But for the most part, that's all. You know, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Once again, tell me guys if you enjoy the mode or not, you know. But like I said, it's just personally not my favorite. I think other modes are better, like Electrode Volleyball was one that was really fun. And had more, you know, diverse gameplay. I think, you know, more things you could do in comparison to this, but still. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I see you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye.